Hey guys, I'm Louise and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am sorting out a pest problem. So before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button just so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So yeah, let's get started. So the pest that I am currently battling against, starting to anyway, are thrips. And my alocasias, I've checked my other plants, my alocasias are the ones that have been targeted. I have checked my other plants and I will keep checking them, but I've pulled away all my alocasias just so that they do not spread any more than it already has done. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get them down. The towel there is only just for them to just drip the treatment that I am spraying on them, which I will talk a little bit more about in a second. So yeah, let's get these babies down and sort them out. Alright guys, just before I get into what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to show you what thrip damage looks like. I found this out when I was on Facebook, and I just posted a couple of photos of a few of my alocasia, and I had a load of people telling me it's thrip damage. So I did quarantine these guys when I saw what was on the leaves, and I was like, is this a threat or not? And it is. So I am dealing with it now, as I know I have looked up, but I couldn't really find anything, and I'm so glad that Facebook plant pages are so great. Honestly guys, if you have a plant collection of your own, please go and find your local Facebook page, because they will, everybody on there just will help you out if you need any help at all, especially in the groups I'm in some just UK based groups, as I'm in the UK. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what thrip damage looks like. So what it is it's like a silvery sort of like thing, and it looks like little worms, little silver worms, just like in the leaves, like imprinted in the leaves, as you can see there. My alocasia has a baby. It's got a baby growing, and I've only just figured this out. So yeah, I'm just going to be sat on my bed because my floor is filled up at the moment with other things. So so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the soil and put it in this Tesco bag here, because I have too many plastic Tesco bags in a bag. So I just might as well use it to my advantage. So what I'm literally just going to do, I have a little tray here, just going to catch everything. I do not recommend doing this on your bed, guys, but this is like the best place for me to do it, at least, because I have all my equipment in here for my plants and repotting, etc, etc. So I don't need to I don't need to move. I can just sit in my bedroom and just do all this planty stuff. I would do it in the bathroom, but then it just means having to move everything. It's just a long process that I just don't really want to deal with. I'm just lazy, basically. So I'm literally just, wow, put that to one side. All I am doing is I'm going to take, big stone, no. So I'm literally just going to take all this soil and get as much soil off the roots of my alocasia and into the plastic bag. Only reason why I'm doing this is because apparently I got told to do this, and I just think it's a good way of just refreshing the soil, at least because I've had this guy for a while. So I'm literally just removing like all the soil. I'm just gonna put some fresh stuff in, So yeah, that is literally what I'm doing right now. Probably not really supposed to do this when they're bringing out a new leaf, but I just need to get this under control, and only way I'll do that is just to remove the soil and just put some nice stuff in. And also, a plus about removing the soil is then I can wash the plants without having a fear of overwatering it, because that is a fear of mine. That is a terrible fear of mine that I have. That's why I hate like washing my plants. Even if like I do have to, like it's just a yeah. This plant's roots are like proper like stiffened up. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Really? I am so glad I'm doing this now. I'm gonna show you guys what not to do. What just don't do it, because it really screws my, it becomes a terrible problem for you. It becomes a terrible problem for you when you want to pot your plants. Let me just bring it a bit closer for you. So, I know some like wild fern or fern plants on YouTube. She's quite a big YouTuber. Shout out to her. Absolutely love her. And she had this problem as well. And this is something I don't recommend to do. She does it to her plants, but that's absolutely fine. It's her choice. But she has come across this problem before and has regretted it. And when I got this alocasia, I didn't need to repot it. It's absolutely fine, and I'm just gonna show you, because rambling on about it's not going to do anything. I'm just scared that the soil's gonna. I don't know if you can see there. Oh my god. Right. I don't know if you can see there, but right there where my thumb was, that is netting. Netting. That's gonna be awful. I'm gonna have to try and get this out, and that's why these roots are so screwed up. It's because of the netting. It's just because of the netting. God. I've never been so annoyed in my life until this point to do with plants, and I am not an expert, but it's just a pain to get out. I'm gonna have to start chopping. I would recommend when doing like if you're gonna pot up plants, you're gonna put something at the bottom, put something other than netting down. Maybe like apparently you can put down coffee filters at the bottom, or you can put like massive, like a few big rocks at the bottom or something like that. But just don't put netting at the bottom, please, because then you're just gonna find the struggle, and it's really tough to get netting out of roots, especially when they've grown quite large and the netting's quite small. You know, this netting is so old. It's actually just ripping apart. Oh, that's making my life so much easier. So, there we have it. We have got the roots sorted and the netting sorted. So I'm just going to lay that on the bed for a second. But I'll just show you exactly what I mean when I say no netting, because I was so lucky that this netting is so old. And I've lost a few roots to it, but that's fine, because it's got such a good root system, it doesn't particularly matter. But just any old netting, any orange netting, nothing like that, just don't put any at the bottom. Just don't put anything at the bottom unless it's like coffee filter or something that's not going to, like, you know, get intertwined with the roots of the plant. Alright, so next I have is my Zabrina, And yes, that's a pencil, and the little wire, the little black bit tied around the pencil is a broken hairband. This was just a really quick DIY I did ages ago because my my Sabrina is literally tipping over. It's probably because this needs actually new soil or something like that, or just it's getting too tall. So I will need to get some bamboo sticks at some point, but the pencil is doing absolutely fine at the moment and it's not harming the plant at all. And neither is the neither is the broken hairband, because that hairband is literally so easy to take off. So easy. So I'm doing exactly the same thing, exactly the same as I did with my stingray, and I am, wow, this soil is so easy to just, the chunks it's just falling. I didn't even do anything, and look at that, there's literally nothing left of it. It's crazy. I know you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm literally just taking soil just out of the roots and stuff, just literally doing that. It's not really much to see on this part, apart from I'm literally just, and this has netting as well. That is absolutely great. And you know what happens when you have netting at the bottom of the roots of your plants? I think this person put netting over the roots that it already had, right? Like that, because that's literally what it is, right? This Sabrina barely has any roots because this netting is literally like crushing it, and the roots cannot grow or get out because it's crushed by this netting. So say for example my hand is a netting, it is crushing the roots. More netting. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm putting soil everywhere now because I'm so annoyed. Oh my god, this is like the most annoying, like I think it's the most I've ever been annoyed. I'm not even kidding. Look how many roots it has. That's because the netting is being wrapped around the roots and the roots cannot grow out of the netting. So the next plant I'm taking the soil out of is my Alocasia poly. This plant has been repotted by me. I have repotted this plant. I literally just, yeah, I did it a while ago, and just like a while ago in another video. So this has been repotted, and I know what the roots are like in this. Absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing. So I basically just used the soil that it already came in, and I just potted it back in with it as well. So it'd just be nice to give this plant like some fresh soil as well. This guy's got a good root system going on as well, which is absolutely amazing. Now this last alocasia I have, I haven't repotted at all. Haven't done anything, and it's got roots come at the bottom, and it's been like that since I got it. So it's only a little bit, so I can just put this guy straight back into the pot for now, and then just in the summer get a bigger pot and then put him back. This is my Alocasia Wenti, and this is the last Alocasia I have. And after I've done this, I'm going to take all of these to the bathroom, and I'm just going to give them a quick hose down, just to get off any you know, potential creepy crawlies, and then I'm gonna pot them up and spray them down, and I will talk more about what I'm going to spray them down with once I get around to doing that. So after spending a very long time trying to get all the soil out of the roots, we have done it, and look at this root system. Oh my god, so many roots, absolutely amazing. Wow, we are done with this part. So the next part I am now going to be doing is I am going to take all my allocations and take them with me to the bathroom, and we're going to give them a nice bath in the sink. So yeah, let's go and do that. Alright, so we're in the bathroom now and I have all of my allocations in one hand. So yeah, so basically I'm just going to got the sink here, excuse the bathroom, and I'm literally just going to rest them in the sink, and we are going to give them a nice wash. So I'm going to do one allocation at a time, and I'm just going to separate them all because they're all just kind of intertwined with each other. So I'm going to do my Wenty first. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the roots first. So I fill the sink up with a good amount of water and just wash the roots, make sure they're all clean, and then I'm going to wash the leaves. So I've got, I don't know if you can actually see now, nice little bowl. I'm just going to swirl it around a little, and yeah, that's basically what we're working with. So now I'm going to rinse all the leaves and make sure that nothing is crawling on it and all nice and clean. So just run them under water, and I just massage the leaves. Make sure nothing is on it. So we have one plant done. I'm just going to pop this, oh god, put it down here on a towel. Yeah. Just away from the other ones. And on to the next one. Next I'm going to do my Zebrina with like literally no roots on. Do not wrap your plant's roots in netting, please. I don't need to give this like a bath or anything, it's so easy to sort, especially with like small roots. And I just rinse the leaves and the stems. And I've already sprayed my Zebrina and Stingray. If you saw my Instagram a while ago, because this is going up like a week after I put on my Instagram, but I did do like the whole wash and treat, but it was just very quickly, just as I found out, like at 1 AM, that's what was actually wrong with them. So I'm just giving like the full proper works now, just so like I know that I've done it right, basically. And yes, there can be some instances where only like a couple of your plants will like get pests and the rest of them will be fine, or like only like a species of plants that you have, like for example for me, alocasia, they will attack. And last but not least, I have my alocasia poly. I think my alocasias will really like appreciate that I'm actually washing them. I need to clean all my plants because they're getting quite dirty. Like, not dirty, but like they're just getting really like dusty. And there we go. So we're all done with the washing the plants and stuff, so I'm going to go back in the bedroom, and we are going to put these guys back in the soil. Alright guys, so now that I have taken all my plants out of the soil, I have cleaned their roots and their leaves and their stems, and I'm going to be putting them up back into their pots. So I'm going to start off with the smaller ones. So I'm going to start with my Zebrina that has no roots at all, Literally barely any, and I feel really bad for this guy. Really sad. And yes, you can see all my plants laid out on the bed right here. So I've just got regular houseplant potting mix that I just get off of Amazon. I got like 2 8-kilo bags or something like that. 8-litre bags. I got 2 8-litre bags for like a good amount of money, so I'm not complaining. And this is my second bag that I'm on, so I've gone through it quite a bit. So the reason I put this in the bag just because it just stops it from spilling everywhere. And I don't have a box yet, so everything's in bags. So I'm literally just going to be filling up the pots with soil. Just gonna pat it down. So this soil is like really wet, so because I left this bag outside and it's like just the wet weather conditions have gotten to it, so it's quite wet inside. So I don't have to water these plants, but they have just been been watered anyway, because I washed their roots, so they don't need to be watered until next week. So I'm just gonna do my old pencil method because I just want to make sure these guys are like just nicely like upright for now. We just use a pencil and a broken hairband because that's all I have at the moment, because I haven't been able to get anything because of the second lockdown here, which is annoying. So yeah, so this is my Zabrina. She is potted up and ready to be treated in a second. So when you repot your plants or you're potting up cuttings and stuff, the best way of I'm just gonna very quickly show you, but the best way of doing it is you put like that much of like soil at the bottom, and then you literally just hold the plant in just the way you want it to be with the roots pointing down, and then you just hold it up and put the soil in around the roots. Just makes it so easy for you to do. We have now done the stingray. So the next one we're going to do is the alocasia wenti. So yeah, I know I should really be putting this into a bigger pot, but I don't have one at the moment, and this is just a quick fix for now until I get bigger pots. And we have potted this one up, which is the alocasia wenti. And last but not least, we're potting up my alocasia poly. Alright guys, so the last step in treating my alocasias are the treatment basically, and I'm going to be doing this for at least 2 weeks minimum. So all I've got is dish soap and water mixed together in this little spray bottle. I'm going to spray all the leaves, I'm going to spray the stems, and yeah, I'm going to do it for every single one of them. You got to make sure you get the whole underleaf and overleaf as well. So I would like to point out that this treatment does work with mealybugs as well, as I've had those before on my philodendron mycons, my polka dot begonia, and my moon cactus. So yeah, this works a dream, and there we go. So I have spritzed all my plants, and I'll show you what my little quarantine shelf looks like. So this is what it looks like. It does have like a lot of films and games on it, but I've just covered it all in just a towel, just to make sure that these plants do not drip and ruin everything underneath it. But this is the only shelf that I have that I can put these plants on, because as you can see, everywhere else is filled up. So yeah, so this is what we have, and I'll give you some updates on it. In the meantime, I will just be spritzing these plants every 2 days for the minimum of 2 weeks, and yeah, we'll see what we do from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this very different video I had planned for you guys, because I just thought I'd give you an insight to just like the daily life of like having plants and stuff, and just having a big collection. I don't have like the biggest collection of all time, like I have nearly 60 plants, but it's still quite a big collection, and you are bound to get pests, and I do always make sure to check my plants, and it just seems to be that it just happens. So just make sure you check all your plants every single time, maybe every single day, every single time you water them. Just make sure you check them as regularly as you can. And yeah, so this is my second pest I'm having to deal with. I'm not complaining. I like looking after my plants, and treating them is just another thing that you have to do, because you're bound to get at least one pest when owning lots of houseplants. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.